Hey guys, this is Brian, aka Texas Treasures, bringing you another Poshmark Closet review. On one of my previous Poshmark Closet reviews, I had a request from a viewer, Rose, and her Poshmark Closet name is Clear and Bright, and she wanted me to do a closet review for her, and she also had a question about where can she find trending items to source. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that. One of the things I like to do, and I encourage all my other viewers to do that, is find her closet. It's at Clear and Bright. And let's go ahead and show her a little bit of love and share some of her items in her closet. I'm going to do our first few items here. If everybody does that, it'll be really beneficial. So again, go ahead and share her closet. I like to do that for all my closet reviews to show a little bit of love. The stats that I asked for and she gave me was that she has 203 active items in her closet, has 35,000 self-shares in the past 30 days, which is a great amount. So I recommend you share your entire closet at least 3 times a day. So if you do the math, 203 3 times a day for a month would bring you out to about 18,000, a little bit over 18,000 self-shares. So if she has 35,000 self-shares, that's double. So that's a great job on that. So let's take a look what we have here. And first thing that pops out are the pure white backgrounds, which are great. Don't know if she's using Photo Fuse or some other app, but again, those white backgrounds are great. That's really good. The pictures look good. Let's take a look at this. All right. Handmade cotton, hippie boho top, size large. Looking at the pictures look good. Yeah, it looks like the first picture is using Photo Fuse, and that's actually the same thing I do because it does take a little bit of time when you use Photo Fuse. And then the rest just show it naturally, which are also good pictures. We got the measurements here. That's a good thing. Got several pictures, different angles. So we're doing a great job with the pictures. Title, oh, it's handmade. Okay, that's why the brand's not there. Handmade cotton, hippie boho top. Looking at the description, cotton, handmade cotton, excellent condition. Now, one thing I would do, just a little bitty tip, is this wall of text can be hard for people to look at. So I would maybe block these off, like right here. Make this just second line, vibrant color, 100% cotton. You know, break these up in almost like bullet points where you don't have just a pure wall of text because it's a little hard for some people to read. But it looks good. Pictures look good. Photo Fuse looks good. What do we have? Let's look at brands. Aeropostale, Liz Claiborne's. Looks like we have women's tops. Alfani, Ralph Lauren. Looks like we got a stock photo here on the Michael Kors, Lane Bryant. Men's dress shirts, got some shorts. So we got a variety of items here. Also have some magnet glass dome 6-piece Raiders jersey. Okay, now let's look at what's sold. And I've already calculated this. What I did, I went back for the past 30 days, and that took me to, let me find it, the Macintosh top for $18. Where did it go? Let's see. The sell-through rate was actually good. I counted 51 sales out of 203 listed. So that would put a sell-through rate of about 25%. The average sell-through rate for clothing is 11%, which means 11% of your items would sell in a month. So at that 25%, you're killing it. So really good job with the sell-through rate. I'm sure these pictures are part of what's helping you. It looks like you're pricing things. You know, the prices are very competitive, like a Harley Davidson. And without researching this, you know, selling for 17, that's a good price. So your prices are low. You're pricing to move. Which brings up a question I always have is like what is your model? Your model, it looks like you're trying to have a fast sell-through rate. but with only 203 items in the closet, it looks like you need to get the number of listings up and to get the number of items in your closet up. I just switched it from high to low. I always like to look at the high items. Wow, got a vintage full-length mink coat, so for $435, very nice. Another one for $350, and then we have a big drop off. And Klein, Harley Davidson, Eileen Fisher. So another Eileen Fisher. It looks like a lot of these items, other than those mink coats, aren't selling for a whole lot. Like I sell a lot of boots. Dingo, men's leather. These sold for $30, which, let me take a look at this one. What do we have here? Nice looking boots. Check out the condition. So, couple things here, right? If we're going to sell very reasonable to have a fast sell-through rate, then we've got to get our listings up. But your question was, how can I source more trending items? Well, first of all, and I don't know what you know, but here's a couple things for viewers. If you look under here on brands, this will give you an idea of what's kind of trending, because under women's brands, they're listing these, and Poshmark's not going to list them unless they're trending. You have Lululemon, Coach, Michael Kors, Louis Vuitton, Nike, Tory Burch, Kate Spade, Chanel, Free People, and J. Crew. So those are all good brands to look for. Under men's, Nike, Gucci, The North Face, Banana Republic, Levi's, Adidas, True Religion, J. Crew, Jordan, Polo by Ralph Lauren. I sell a lot of that. I can testify to that. Levi's sell well. A lot of Nike. So these are brands you want to be looking for. Another way you can figure out what items are trending is to look under their parties. Right? Best in boutiques. Well, that's going to be for boutiques. Closet Crush. Like right here, they're activewear. So this will show you activewear brands to be looking for. Nike, Lululemon, Adidas, and more. And if you click on here, it'll give you the other brands. Lucy, Lululemon Athletica, Fabletics, Gymshark, New Balance, Adidas. All these brands right here. And the fact that they have parties based on these brands shows you that these brands are popular, that they're trending. So that's one way to, here's another one, trending Zara, Converse. And you could do the same thing, look at these to help you get an idea of the items that are trending. And so when you're sourcing, you obviously want to be looking for these. I think you told me you're in the Chicago area. And here's a couple of suggestions. You have thrift stores. I know there's a Goodwill outlet out there, aka the Goodwill bins. I have one close to me, relatively close, about 30 minutes, and I find some amazing things there, super cheap. So I would recommend, finding out if you've been the address for the Goodwill bins, the Goodwill outlet, and go sourcing out there looking for these items. They charge the prices by the pound, so you can get some items, if you know what you're looking for, at a really good price. The other thing, and I know it's early March up there, so garage sale season probably won't happen for a while. One of my favorite people to watch on YouTube is Craigslist Hunter, and I know he's in your area. And when the summer comes, hit garage sales, use yard sale treasure map to be able to find more good items to source. And let me show you another one that's a little outside of the norm. I also do storage units, and I bought 3 of them in the past few months. And one of them was loaded with Adidas, Nike, Polo, Ralph Lauren. I paid $100 for the unit. It probably had 200 pieces of clothing, and I probably already made $700 or $800 in sales, maybe even more, on that unit. So storage units, and there's a website right here, storagetreasures.com. You can sort by city, and this is an online auction site, and I wanted to show you. Like, I typed in the word clothes in the search term, and it's going to give you, like, look at this unit right here. This is a 5x5 unit, which is small, It's in Chicago. It ends in 18 hours. Right now it's only at $10. So this could be a unit that could be purchased really cheap. And the thing about storage units is you got to know how to kind of look for them, because you're going to have some things that are not clothing. So are you cross-selling? Like just looking at this one right here, you can see there's lots of books, right? And these could be sold on eBay. But just glancing at it, as a reseller, I see an Adidas jacket right here. We got a pair of shoes. I can't really tell what those are. Maybe they're Adidas. There's an Adidas shoebox right there. So, and here's a clue. When I found my Adidas unit, I found several pieces of clothing like this that told me what they had. And because if you find a couple of pieces, there's a pair of New Balance. That means these other bags, there's a good chance that they're going to have more of these brands. Adidas, New Balance. Maybe there's some Nike in there. Look, we got a bag of clothing here. Let's look at a couple other pictures. We got clothing. So here, like, think about this. If you want this unit for $10, like these New Balance shoes, matter of fact, if this was close to me, I'd probably go ahead and get in on this one. These New Balance shoes could sell for $30. If you got Adidas shoes in here, you got an Adidas jacket, there's $20 or $30. So already, just from what I can see, there's at least $50 worth of merchandise. And these bags, those bags are going to be filled with clothing most likely. So is that one. So you can get a massive amount of clothing. And if you get it at a cheap price, there's no way you can lose money. And then, look, there's another. I'm sorry, I'm leaning in. There's another. It looks like maybe New Balance, another bag of shoes. There's some boots back here. You got some records. So if these are old records, they could be worth some money. All these books, you could scan them, and they could be worth some money. So this is, it's a little outside of the box. And there's other websites for storage units, but like this right here, I'd be all about that. And then you could just scroll through these. You know, they're sorted by when they're ending. This is 1 day and 18 hours. It's only at $10. And this one looks like it has clothing. It's at $10. So there's another thing. Another way you can find trending items, or sometimes even better than trending, is vintage, right? You can find some new dead stock. I bought a storage unit, and this week I sold 3 or 4 pair of new dead stock, brand new Nikes for like $60, $70 each. These are brand new Nikes in the original box. They're 20, 25 years old. So you can do garage sales, you can do storage units. The Goodwill outlet is a good place to source to find these trending items or vintage items that you can sell for good money. What else? You can also do online arbitrage. Now, another thing, I've just got an offer, speaking right here, I got an offer on eBay for these pair of shoes. Well, I'll look at that later. One of the things I do is research, right? Because let's do this. So open up eBay, right? And like pants. You can pick any niche, any category. Just put pants, click men's, click pre-owned. And then right here you can put the search criteria. These are pants, especially men's pants, are often overlooked at thrift stores. So you put the search criteria $25 and sold. And this is what comes up. These are pants that have sold recently. So if you can find niches that people aren't really focusing on at the thrift store, you can find items that are overlooked. Look at this. You got a pair of Orvis men's pants sold for $33. Hugo Boss for $32. And I've done this with pants, and they do sell for good money. Look at this. Lululemon Kung Fu pants for $39.99. Another pair of Lululemon for $32.99. Cole, that's a good brand to look for. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. I've sold this. So what I would recommend doing, Carhartt, is spending 10, 15 minutes a day just doing this in different categories. And that way you will kind of begin to learn these brands. And so when you're out thrifting, you'll see them. And I don't know about your thrift stores, but sometimes mine will have sale days or even 99-cent tag days. And you can pick up these pants for $1 and you can sell them for $30. You're going to make good money. Another category that I sell in, and it's also overlooked, are suits. So look at this, and I've bought some of these suits for $1. Same thing, same setup. I have the price. Let's do this higher. Let's do $50 on suits, because suits do take a little bit longer. You got to do the measurements. I'm sorting $50 completed, sold, just that ended recently, right? And same thing, you can start to learn the brands. Brooks Brothers, Orvis, that one doesn't have the brand on it. You can see the prices, right? These suits can go for some good money. Samuel Johnson, 2-button, $239. Wow. Let me make sure, do I have this on pre-owned still? Sold. Oh, no, I didn't. Let me select pre-owned. All right. But still, look at that, 51 for this Brooks Brothers. And you see that brand, we saw these in the pants. Look at the jacket, went for $140. And I can tell you personally that these get overlooked a lot. So you could, instead of just trying to focus on the trendy items, start to find a couple of niches that people aren't really hitting as hard. And you can also do, I don't like to do this as much, but I've done a little bit. You can do online arbitrage where you can search on eBay, Mercari, search for items available low to high, or maybe even auctions. And sometimes you can find items, if you know what things are worth that people are selling too cheap, buy it at a really low price, then you go ahead and turn it around, take good photographs like you do, and sell it for a profit. So there are several things you can do. Just kind of recapping, expand your niches, do some research on eBay. Let's get in these thrift stores and find items that other people aren't really looking at or they don't know about. Information, knowledge is power in this. Hit some garage sales come this summer. Maybe go to the Goodwill outlet or the Goodwill bins. And consider maybe storage units, like what I showed you. That storage unit right there, that 5x5, that will make some good money. And who knows what, like the one I found, I saw a few things, but when you hit a bag and it's loaded with Adidas or Nike, like literally 50 pieces, and you get 3 or 4 bags, and it's a little bit of a gamble, right, because you don't know. But I found 2 units like that. One of them had about 200 pair of brand new Nikes in it. Paid $100 for the unit. In the picture, I could see like 2 boxes. 2 of the Nike boxes, but they had these big crates. And I said, well, if there's 2 Nike boxes in there, there's a good chance that that thing is filled with Nikes. And sure enough, it was. So storage units, they're a little different creature, and you do have to clean them out. And it does take a little bit more work, but the potential on those is really good. Well, clear and bright, you're doing a good job. You have great pictures. Your sell-through rate is fast. Let's get back to your closet here real quick. Your sell-through rate is fast. The only thing I would recommend to get you to that next level is let's get the number of active listings up. You've got 203, so we're going to have to source more, try to find items that are not being sought after. I've showed you how to look at the trending brands so you're aware of what's out there in a few different ways, maybe outside of just regular thrift stores where you can source to find these items. I've done all of these and been successful in them, and I know you can too. So hopefully that helps. Guys, if you've liked this video, hit the like button. It helps me out. Go ahead and subscribe below. If you would like for me to do a closet review for you, comment below. Leave me your closet name. I can also do an eBay review, your closet name, your number of active listings, and the number of 30-day shares, plus any other information that you might have. I'll be glad to do a closet review for you. So until next time, happy treasure hunting, and we'll see you on the next video, guys.